Artizan Editions are a screen print workshop. We do publishing, where we invite artists to come and create work in our medium. We also take on bespoke work, so we also work with a lot of the leading artists, and then we also publish work with artists.
Artizan is one of the best printmaking workshops around. It's open, it's friendly, and the work they do is of a very high quality indeed.
It's a bit like stenciling screen printing. It's a similar sort of thing. So you're actually, you have a mesh tensioned across the frame. Ink is pushed through that mesh in open areas and released onto a paper below. Each artist, again, will work in a very individual manner. Some come with plans, some literally just come with some colour swatches, and we make the whole thing as we go along.
I turned up with a diagram and 3 separate drawings from my sketchbook, all in black and white, and the colour was somehow in my head, and we put it together, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Moving on from Harvey's sketch, all the work is then separated into individual colours, which are put onto a transparent film. So this one is
bright blue.
Fat bright blue. Once we've got an idea of where we're going, the artwork would be made usually by the artist. We'll then transfer the artwork onto a screen. We'll mix the colours and proof that down onto paper, at which point the artist decides whether that's right or not right. We then go on to the next colour, and each colour is individually layered, so it can be as simple as a 1 colour or as complex as 30-40 colours. It was too light on the initial proof, so then we added more pigment, oil-based pigment, to get up to this stronger blue. So that's now the colour that's been additioned. Because we work with only original printmaking, every time a piece is created, you don't actually know until you finish it what it's going to be like. Obviously you have an idea, you're guided by the artist and by the limitations of your medium, but you don't actually know until you get to the final piece what it's going to be like, how many colours you're going to use, or how long it will take. As we were saying, we'd originally discussed the piece as having maybe 10 colours. We've actually done 8 so far. Maybe it'll need something else, maybe things will want to come out, maybe we'll make new screens to go in. Because it is making a new piece of work, that's the whole part of original printmaking as opposed to reproducing work.
The input of other people makes an enormous difference.
An artist is an extremely lonely profession, and actually I think they find it quite enjoyable that you have more than one person working on a piece of work to interpret it.
Being an artist in a studio is a lonely business, and you just work and work on your own. And it's lovely having people, having lunches, having teas, talking, thinking about work. But I was thinking more of sort of actually making this, you know, an image that just dotted onto it rather than...
I think what we can do then, shall we? I think we're going to need to address that as another separate colour. So we're also working with an artist called John Simpson, who normally works doing monoprints. He's now started monoprinting onto a piece of film that we can translate onto a screen. And so we're now doing very short runs of his work, and it's remarkable how many different styles you can get from one process. The question I'm asked the most often is, where's the original when you're showing pieces of the screen print, and to try and explain that that is the original, and actually it's in a multiple. So rather than having one original, we've actually made 20 or 30 of the same piece of work, because it is in the print medium. But there is no painting. It hasn't been copied, it's been created in a medium.